The hunt for Osama Bin Laden, mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks, was a top priority for the United States. The devastating events of that day left an indelible mark on the nation, and the pursuit of justice became a relentless mission. For almost a decade, intelligence agencies worked tirelessly to locate him. The search spanned continents, involving countless hours of surveillance, analysis, and collaboration among various agencies. A breakthrough came in 2010. After years of dead ends and false leads, a crucial piece of information surfaced that would change the course of the investigation. The CIA uncovered a network connected to Bin Laden's courier Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. This discovery was pivotal, as couriers were known to be the lifeline for high-profile fugitives, ensuring their communication while maintaining their secrecy. This network led them to a heavily fortified compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. The compound was unusual, standing out in a residential area with its high security measures. It had high walls, multiple security gates, and no phone or internet connection. Such features were highly atypical for a residential property, raising immediate suspicions. This suggested someone important might be hiding there. The compound's design and the secrecy surrounding it hinted at the presence of a high-value target. Months of intense surveillance followed. The CIA meticulously monitored the compound, gathering as much information as possible without alerting its occupants. The CIA used satellites, drones, and local informants to gather information. Each piece of data was crucial in building a comprehensive picture of the compound's activities. They observed a tall, unidentified male figure pacing within the compound's walls. His behavior and movements were closely analyzed. This figure, they suspected, was Bin Laden. The resemblance and the mannerisms matched the profile they had built over the years. While never confirmed visually, the intelligence gathered strongly indicated Bin Laden was residing in the compound. The pressure was on. Every decision from this point had to be precise and calculated. The US had a potential lead on their most wanted target. The possibility of capturing or eliminating Bin Laden was within reach, but the risks were immense. But they needed to be certain. Every piece of intelligence was scrutinized, and every possible scenario was considered. The stakes were incredibly high. The operation's success or failure could have far-reaching consequences, both politically and strategically. A wrong move could have disastrous consequences. The weight of the mission was felt by everyone involved, knowing that the outcome would be historic. President Barack Obama faced a monumental decision. The weight of the nation and the world rested on his shoulders as he pondered the intelligence reports laid out before him. The intelligence, though compelling, wasn't foolproof. Analysts had worked tirelessly to piece together the puzzle, but uncertainties remained. A raid on Pakistani soil without their knowledge was risky. The geopolitical ramifications could be severe, and the stakes were incredibly high. If Bin Laden wasn't there, the political fallout would be severe. Advisors debated fiercely, weighing the pros and cons of such a bold move. The potential benefits, however, were undeniable. A successful mission could change the course of history and deliver a significant blow to global terrorism. Capturing or killing Bin Laden would be a major victory in the war on terror. It would symbolize justice and retribution for the countless lives lost. It would bring closure to the families of 9/11 victims. The emotional weight of this decision was palpable, affecting not just the president but the entire nation. After careful consideration, President Obama authorized Operation Neptune Spear. The decision was made with a heavy heart but a clear mind. The objective was clear: capture or kill Osama bin Laden. The mission was meticulously planned, with every detail scrutinized. The mission was fraught with risk. The soldiers knew the dangers they faced, but they were prepared and resolute. The US would be operating in a foreign country without permission against a high-value target. The element of surprise was crucial. The president knew the world was watching. Every move would be scrutinized, and the pressure was immense. The success or failure of this mission would have far-reaching implications. The order was given, and there was no turning back. The wheels were set in motion. The fate of the mission, and perhaps the world, hung in the balance. Planning for Operation Neptune Spear was meticulous. Secrecy was paramount. Every detail was scrutinized, and every possible outcome was considered. The stakes were incredibly high, and failure was not an option. Pakistan, a supposed ally in the war on terror, was not informed about the operation. This decision was made to prevent any potential leaks that could compromise the mission. The US feared leaks could jeopardize the mission and endanger the lives of American soldiers. The element of surprise was crucial, and any slip-up could have catastrophic consequences. A stealth helicopter raid was chosen. This method was selected to minimize detection and ensure a swift, efficient operation. This minimized collateral damage and allowed for a swift extraction. The goal was to get in and out with minimal exposure and maximum efficiency. Two specially modified Black Hawk helicopters, designed to be quieter and harder to detect, would carry the assault team. These helicopters were equipped with advanced technology to evade radar and reduce noise. The team chosen for this daring mission was SEAL Team 6, the most elite special operations unit in the US Navy. Their training and expertise made them the perfect choice for such a high-stakes operation. They trained extensively, rehearsing every possible scenario in a mock-up of Bin Laden's compound. Every detail was practiced repeatedly to ensure precision and readiness. Despite meticulous planning, uncertainties remained. The team had to be prepared for any unexpected challenges that might arise during the mission. The layout of the compound's interior was not fully known. This added an element of unpredictability to the mission. Bin Laden's defenses were also unclear. The team had to be ready to adapt to any defensive measures they might encounter. The element of surprise was their greatest advantage. Catching the target off guard was essential for the mission's success. They had one chance to execute the mission flawlessly. The pressure was immense, but the team was ready to face the challenge head-on. Under the cover of darkness, on May 2, 2011, Operation Neptune Spear commenced. Two Black Hawk helicopters carrying 24 Navy SEALs, a military dog and support personnel approached the compound. They flew low, hugging the terrain to avoid Pakistani radar. As they neared the compound, disaster struck. One helicopter encountered a dangerous aerodynamic condition known as a vortex ring state. It lost lift and crashed inside the compound walls. The crash threatened to derail the entire mission. However, the highly trained SEALs quickly adapted. The team from the downed helicopter joined the other team, and they stormed the compound on foot. Time was of the essence. The crash had alerted the compound's occupants. The SEALs had to act fast before Pakistani authorities were alerted. Section 5, target acquired. The final moments of Osama Bin Laden. The SEALs methodically cleared the compound room by room. They encountered resistance from several armed men, including Bin Laden's courier Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, who was killed. The SEALs took extreme care to avoid civilian casualties. Women and children found in the compound were quickly secured. Their primary target, Osama Bin Laden, was located on the third floor in a bedroom with his wife. Accounts of the final moments differ. One SEAL, Matt Bissonette, claims Bin Laden was already wounded and unarmed. Another, Robert O'Neill, claims he fired the fatal shots. Regardless, the mission's objective was achieved. Osama Bin Laden, the world's most wanted terrorist, was dead. The operation lasted approximately 40 minutes. Section 6, mission accomplished, exiting the compound and aftermath. With Bin Laden dead, the SEALs secured his body and collected valuable intelligence materials. They then destroyed the wreckage of the downed helicopter, ensuring its sensitive technology wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. The remaining helicopter took off, carrying the SEAL team and Bin Laden's body. The operation was a success, but the aftermath was just beginning. The US informed Pakistan after the raid, causing a political firestorm. Bin Laden's body was buried at sea within hours, in accordance with Islamic traditions, to prevent his grave from becoming a shrine. The world watched, stunned by the news. Section 7, Global Impact. The world reacts to Bin Laden's death. The news of Bin Laden's death sparked celebrations across the United States. For many, it brought a sense of closure after the horrors of 9/11. World leaders also praised the operation, calling it a victory against terrorism. However, the raid also ignited controversy. Some questioned its legality, arguing that it violated Pakistani sovereignty. Others debated the ethics of killing an unarmed man. Conspiracy theories flourished, claiming Bin Laden was still alive. However, DNA evidence and eyewitness accounts confirmed his death. Section 8, Legacy of Neptune Spear, a turning point in the War on Terror. Operation Neptune Spear remains a pivotal moment in the war on terror. It demonstrated American resolve and military capability. It also brought a symbolic end to Al-Qaeda's reign of terror. However, the raid did not eliminate the threat of terrorism. Al-Qaeda and other extremist groups continued to operate, albeit in a weakened state. The operation also raised questions about the future of US foreign policy. The raid, conducted without Pakistan's consent, highlighted the challenges of combating terrorism in a complex geopolitical landscape. Operation Neptune Spear was a daring mission with far-reaching consequences. It eliminated a dangerous enemy but also underscored the complexities of the ongoing fight against terrorism.